Hi, and welcome so much for joining me for this Mompreneur webinar. I'm really excited to share with you today. Shaklee has been such a blessing to me in the business area. I mean, that's not even mentioning products, but I'm so excited to share that opportunity with you because even though it might not be for everyone, anyone can really, truly do this business. And I'm going to show you a few ways that you can fit it in, even though I know we already have super busy schedules. If you don't know me, my name is Chelsea Holm. I've been using Shaklee products for about 3 years now, and I've been doing the business going on 2 years this year. So it's super exciting for me, and I'm going to switch over to my PowerPoint presentation now so that you can follow along and have a visual for you instead of just seeing my face. So I'm going to go ahead and do screen sharing here in just 1 second. All right. So here is our first slide. Okay, so mompreneurship. Can I really do this? You know, that is the question right there. Can I really do it? There's so many options out there. It's almost mind-boggling how many businesses there are offered now and, in different areas. And it's all about finding what works for you and the smartest one to invest your time and your efforts into. So we're kind of going to go over that today. Here's the basic outline of what we're going to be talking about. Reasons for starting your own business. Everyone has different reasons, and I'm going to offer you a few. The common misconceptions about network marketing, just because I feel like there are so many out there that we need to address those and talk about those. And then why Shaklee? Why would you do a business with Shaklee when there are so many options out there? How do you fit it into your busy schedule already? Can you really make money doing this? And how in the world do you even get started? So that's the outline. First off, 5 reasons why you need to start your own network marketing business now. If you could start it yesterday, that'd be even better, but now is the best time. It's really great for getting extra income for your family if you're tight on money, or childcare is ridiculously expensive now, and a lot of times it doesn't even pay for moms to go outside of the home and find work because you're just covering those childcare costs with the income that you do make. And I write here, from home, but it could be from the park, or it could be from spin class or fitness class or anything that you're already doing. It's not like you're adding something else in. You're just redirecting what your thought process is when you're talking to people. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But the schedule is as flexible as you are. I know as moms, we are super flexible all the time, sometimes whether we like it or not. And the great thing is this schedule is set by you. It gives you something for yourself. I know as moms, we are all for our children, all for our husbands, and that's what we do. That's what we do 24 hours a day. We serve our families. And it is such a rewarding thing to do it that way, but it also can feel like you aren't really celebrated, or you really don't have those parts of yourself that you had before kids and before a family. So it really does give you something for yourself to grow again and to be that person you used to be, but an even better version now because you are a mom. And I've loved that about this business for myself. And it can help you feel better. I mean, using the products, you're going to feel better anyways, but it helps you to live by design too, your own design. I mean, if you could do anything that you wanted, no strings attached, no limits, no, income barriers, anything like that, what would you do and what would your life look like? And this business really sets that up for you and helps you to dream again. And then, another great reason to start is that you have the possibility to coach and to encourage and to build up other people, other women, other men, just like yourself. And it's such a rewarding thing to help other people be successful. I mean, of course, it's rewarding to be successful yourself, but to actually help other people see the opportunity that's in front of us here with this business, and then to, show them how they can get there and the steps that they can take, and then just to be that, stronghold alongside them all the time is just such an amazing feeling. So those are just 5 reasons. There are a million more, but I wanted to limit it to my top 5 reasons here. And then what are the common misconceptions? And I'm talking about overall network marketing. And the first and my favorite, or I should say least favorite, I hear a lot is, isn't that a big old pyramid scheme? And here's the truth about it. Excuse me 1 second. Honey, I'm busy right now. Yep. You guys can work it out. You guys can work it out and let's. Okay. Sorry about that. This is life, right? We're moms. We're busy. And we have lots of interruptions. But so I should say my least favorite about the pyramid scheme thing. And here's the deal about that is that every job is set up in a pyramid. So you have a boss at the top, and then you have lesser bosses, and eventually you get to the bottom where you have all of the workers, right? That's a pyramid. However, it's not a scheme because schemes are illegal, and I personally would never do anything that's illegal. So it's not that way. But the great thing about this is it's the only pyramid where you can surpass your boss's earning income. There's nothing that says you can't build faster than they have. And that is where we break out of that typical pyramid model and we get into really a great opportunity for building success for yourself and for future generations. This is the only business you can pass on to your kids. And that's an incredible asset for future generations. Another common misconception, I just don't know anyone. You know, I felt this a lot too before I started because I stayed home 24 hours a day, minus, church here and there. And I just felt like, who in the world am I going to talk to? All I do is I talk about cartoons all day. How can I have an adult conversation, And the truth is you are meeting new people every day. You sometimes just aren't aware of it. If you go to the grocery store and you have a cashier, that's meeting someone. Just take those few extra seconds to be like, hi, my name is Chelsea, and I just couldn't help but notice, you gave me some great service right there, and I have this thing, business that I just love, and I think it could be something that you like. Is there a time I can talk to you? Give me your business card, take down their information, and it's such, excuse me one more time. Hey, you guys, go back outside, please. Thank you. Okay. So you really are meeting new people every day, and you already do know a lot of people. I mean, just take a look at your Facebook friends list. How many people are on that? I mean, most people have hundreds and hundreds, and that's just potential for reaching out to people and, just reestablishing those friendships that you had. Another one is I hate selling things, and this was me. I was in sales back when I was in college, and I hated it because to me, a sale is getting someone to buy something that they don't really need or want. And I hate that. But the difference with this is that you're not getting anyone to buy anything. You're just sharing what's worked for you. And then, you're just sharing like you would share a restaurant. Excuse me one more time. Honey, please go inside. Put the sticks down, okay? I'm sorry, but you have to go inside now. Thank you. No, you may not. I hate selling things, right? So I'm just sharing a restaurant. Like I love a favorite place to eat. I'm going to tell people about that. And I just love that it's that simple. I'm just too busy to add even one more thing to my schedule. I totally understand that. And the great thing about this is you're not really adding anything. You're just redirecting the time that you're already doing. So if you have a play date with somebody, you're just thinking again about, well, what can I be sharing with them, and listening to them and what needs they have and maybe bringing up something that's worked for you and saying like, yeah, I'd like to share more about that kind of thing. So you're not really adding much else to your schedule. You're just redirecting the activities and the time you already have. And then the other one, my favorite, I'm annoyed by network marketing, so I don't want to annoy people. Okay, I totally understand this because I personally get annoyed by network marketing sometimes. Just the way that some companies do it, and sometimes it's not very personal, and just in different ways that people reach out or that they present the business itself, and it can be very frustrating. And I'm here to tell you that Shaklee is totally different in the network marketing world. Honestly, I really, I'm not saying this for every company out there that they're all super bad and annoying or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I love some other great companies out there. But Shaklee, we're all about just forming relationships and helping people. And if it's not for them, that is totally okay. We don't take it personally and we keep that friendship, So these are just some of the misconceptions that I think people have about network marketing. And like we were just talking about, there are so many options out there. So why in the world would you pick Shaklee? First of all, you probably haven't even heard of it. And if you have, it's probably because one of your grandparents sold it back in the day. And that's great. I love it. It shows the longevity of the company. But right now we are centered in a $1 trillion industry. And what that means is that nutrition and health and fitness and just helping people to feel better from the inside out rather than curing disease when it comes around. That is where we're positioned, and that industry is growing and is expected to continue growing by leaps and bounds in the next, years and decades to come. And we're right in the center of that because we offer healthy weight, we offer supplements for just all around foundational health on the inside. We have anti-aging for our skin, which we're faced with free radicals every day, and that's a big deal. We are centered in the green cleaning industry. Not only is it good for your family, but it's good for the environment. And like I said, just all around basic nutrition. We are in the epicenter of that. And it's just so exciting to see where it's going to be going. And it's consumable products. There's a lot of companies where the products are a buy one time and that's it. So you have to continually keep finding new customers. But with Shaklee, we have long-term customers because people use the products, they know they work, they feel great, and they want to keep doing it. So they're going to keep ordering every month. And, I myself have just looked around our house and said, what can I replace with Shaklee? Because I know that I love Shaklee and that it works and it's safe for me and my family. And I've just replaced all of those products that I possibly can. There's over 300 products offered. So there is something for literally everyone, no matter what they're looking for, what they're interested in. Shaklee has one of the best compensation plans in network marketing. We've paid out billions to distributors. And the way that we do that is because we're not investing in getting our name out there in advertising or in sponsoring, big time athletes or, things like that. That's all going directly to distributors like me and, everyone else who's in Shaklee. And then, like I said, the longevity. Dr. Shaklee created the first vitalized minerals in 1915. So this is 100 years of innovation in products. He created the first multivitamin. That's pretty incredible. And the business has been around for 60 plus years now. And that's amazing when companies rise and fall within 24 hours. Maybe not that fast, but it is a world of ups and downs, and it's amazing to be a part of a company that has been around for so long. And then the Shaklee Difference. I want to get into this a little bit more because it is such an important foundation for why I picked Shaklee in the first place and why I think most people do. So what is a Shaklee Difference? So this picture here just shows a few of the different things that Shaklee does. One of my favorites is they do 350 tests on every new botanical ingredient that comes in for harmful contaminants, pesticides, and other residues. So we don't just say, okay, vendor, we'll take that. That's great. We actually take it from the vendor and then we test it ourselves. And if it doesn't meet our high standards, we send it back and we don't put it in the product. Because it is more important to Shaklee to have high quality and potency than to just make a profit for the sake of making a profit. They test on more than 250 pesticides beyond what is required by the United States Pharmacopoeia. There's just 20 years, of studies for the landmark study, which is totally amazing that Shaklee users were healthiest of all these people that they studied. 125 published scientific papers and scientific presentations. This is like peer-reviewed journals, which you can't pay to be a part of. And that is a big deal because what this is saying is the other scientific community is recognizing the research and the development and that kind of thing from Shaklee. There's over 100,000 quality tests a year to ensure potency and purity. So that means every product you're getting is going to work. It's going to be the best that it possibly can be. And if it doesn't work, you get your money back. That's the Shaklee guarantee. If you don't feel better in 30 days, you get your money back. No questions asked. And that's such an amazing thing from a company. It's always safe. It always works. It's always green. These are really important to us as moms. We are always trying to give our kids the best that we possibly can and do the best that we can for our kids. And so to me to have peace of mind about the products that I'm using around them and letting them use as well, is really important to me. And I really found that Shaklee met that need and those desires that I was looking for in products and the company, which is a great deal. Okay, so now we kind of want to get back into the business. How do you fit it in? How do you honestly fit it in when you have so much going on every single day? It comes down to time blocking. Really, honestly, you have to sit down and you have to make a schedule and say, I am going to do this for this amount of time. You set a timer, you do it for that amount of time, and then you move on. And it really is a great way to do it. Like I said before, it's all about redirecting time. Are you sitting on Facebook mindlessly or Pinterest? I'm guilty of that, and just mindlessly scrolling. Is that time that you could actually be, talking to people or just reaching out to people or reestablishing new friendships, that kind of thing, or calling people, get on the phone. If you're not comfortable with that, you will be someday. I was nervous at first and I'm much better now. Focusing on current and existing activities. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, and this is about if you are having a play date. Think about who you're meeting with, what possible needs they have. Think of how you can be a better listener, how you can be a better question asker, and then you go from there. Are you a part of a gym? Maybe take some samples to some of the people in your class, or just strike up a friendship. And, it's the great thing about Shaklee is eventually it just naturally, comes out in conversation. And I love that I don't have to try. I'm not selling things. I'm just sharing my story. And then right here, I have just a little bit of an example of how you can work part-time hours and get paid full-time. So if you're working 20 hours a week, that's 2.5 hours a day, right? So you do 30 minutes of learning. So like listening to a webinar or listening to an audio book or something like that to help you professionally and personally grow. Doing an hour of making calls. Getting on the phone is so important, and, just really talking to people. And I started by just talking to my friends because I was already comfortable talking to them. And then it always naturally just led into Shaklee, with what I'm doing and that kind of thing. 10 minutes of Facebook posting and emails, 20 minutes of reaching out to people, making contacts, setting appointments, 30 minutes of a play date or a one-on-one, like go to a coffee shop or something. So that's just a sample schedule. And it's not that overwhelming when you think about breaking it down. And it doesn't have to be in one big block. You can do it a little bit during nap time, or a little bit after they go to bed, or a little bit early in the morning, or, while you're stopped, in a parking lot waiting for somebody, get on your phone and do something real quick. It's great. Find out what works for you and do it. And I like to think about this: do less and get more done. I feel like we waste a lot of time just doing stuff that doesn't really have any potential for income earning or investing in our children or whatever it possibly is, So it's just all about being intentional and working well. So do you really make money? Okay. It is hard work. It takes time, dedication, and you can't quit. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? It's not going to happen overnight. It takes some time, and you're going to want to quit, but you won't quit because you know that you see that potential, and you are excited to get there, and you just won't quit because you're not going to give up on your customers because you love them and you want to take care of them. So you're just going to keep going. You not only do you get paid for your volume, but you get paid for those in your downline too. So this is where your residual income comes into play. You can be on a weekend getaway with your family and all of a sudden, someone makes an order and you're getting paid for that. That's so awesome. You might put in a lot of time at first, but, as you build your business and your organization, you're going to see that you're going to be doing less work and getting paid more than when you started. And here's just an example of how you get paid on percentages. And once you hit 2,000 of your volume, you get paid 20%, and that's your director rank. And that's when you're making $500 to $1,000 a month. And for me, that is probably more money than I could make going out and finding a job somewhere, because I'd have to do childcare and all that stuff that I would be taking away from my income. You get trips. There's car bonuses. And Shaklee is the only car program that I know of that you actually get to pick. Go inside. That you actually get to pick any car that you want. You don't have to pick a certain, whatever the brand is for that company. You get to take that money and get any car that you want that works for your family. And as an example, because I'm still newer, and I've only been doing this a couple years, going on a couple years, I just wanted to give Alyssa as an example. You know, she has replaced her full-time teaching income in 4 years, and now she is growing her team, which I'm on this awesome team, and it's just exploding her earning potential, but more than that, it's exploding her leadership potential. And I've had the blessing of being able to see how much she's grown and how much she's helping me grow, and now everyone else in our team grow, and it's just such a rewarding thing to witness and to be a part of. So, you know, and how do you get started? Okay, so this is where we get down to the like, well, what do I need to do kind of thing. If you are interested, if this is something that, you know, you want to do. And I do want to mention, it is a big deal and it is a big decision. And I don't expect you to sign up overnight. You know, it's something you need to pray about. It's something you need to talk to your husband about. It's something that you really do need to think about before you jump in. But it is the best decision that you could probably ever make in your life, aside from coming to know Christ. That's the best decision. But there's 3 ways that you can get involved. There's the use, share, build model. Okay. Using means obviously you use the products. Okay. You become a member for $19.95 or with free purchase or free with certain purchase, like different plans, like life plan, vitalizing plan, different kits, that kind of thing. Or you just buy 100 PV of products. And we can get into the details of that later. The next way is to share with a few people, just enough to cover your product costs. And like I said, it's just like sharing a restaurant. You can join as a distributor for $49.95, and that includes just your distributor packet. Or you can go with a gold pack, which is $349. And this includes all the basic products that you're probably already going to want to try anyways. And you get those products for yourself, or you could share them with other people, or you could just turn around and sell them, or whatever the heck you want to do. And it gives you a ton of extra benefits, like tickets to conference and global, and amazing opportunities to build your business if you chose to do that at some point. But that is the best way to join if you just want to share with a few people, because you get so many extra perks. The third and best way you could do this, which is what I'm doing, is to build by sharing the business with others and to help them do the same. So this is where the coaching and teaching and encouraging comes in. A better way to do it is the Gold Plus pack, which is $649. So this is going to give you different samples from, you know, different product lines and stuff that you're probably already going to want to use anyways. Plus tickets to conference, regionals, and you get a little bit more, and then just a lot more tools to build your business faster and better and stronger. But the best way to join and to build the business is to get the Super Gold Plus pack. It's for $1049. This is going to give you products from every line that Shaklee offers so that you can try it all. You can be well versed in it all. You can feel great from it all. And it just, I mean, think about starting your own business. If you were to go out and say you started your own shop, so maybe it's like a children's clothing shop or something like that, you know. So in order to do that, you have to get the time and training to do that. So you're probably going to need a degree in business and marketing. Other than that, you know, you're probably you need to pay for the storefront. So you're going to be paying a lease. You know, you're going to be doing all these different things, and it's just, that's a lot of money, right? So $1049 is not that much money for an investment of something with so much earning potential as your business with Shaklee. So I can't stress enough that, like I said, it is a big decision, and it's something to really put some time and energy into thinking about. But it's definitely worth it. And if you want to go big, seriously go big and do it. I wish that I had known how excited I would be about this business. And when I joined, I wish that I had invested more and done the Super Gold Plus pack and just went really big. I did the Gold Pack $349, which was awesome because I still got tickets to conference and global and regional and all that stuff. Plus you get some other perks and stuff, but it was great. But had I known the potential that I would have and how I would be doing this now, I would have definitely gone for it, and seen the value and how small of an investment that was for such a huge return potential. So that is the presentation. And I have this picture here. This was Alyssa and I with Roger Barnett, who is our president and CEO, amazing visionary, for the company. He just has such a heart for helping people, and he's so smart and savvy in the business world. And it was such a pleasure to meet him and to hear him speak. He really is a moving leader and so encouraging. So I ask yourself, how do you see yourself fitting in? It doesn't matter if it's, just using or sharing, or it is building. There's something for everyone in Shaklee. And like I said, anyone can do this business. Maybe it's not for you, and that's totally okay. But if you could do something a little bit every day while staying home, and it could help you build a successful life by your design, would you step out and go for it? If you knew now that if you started this today, that in 5 years you would have a super successful income producing business that you aren't having to work as hard for because you've already built it, and now you're just maintaining and continuing to grow. Would you try it? Would you do it? Would you put that time in and give yourself that earning and learning and dreaming potential again? So definitely think about it. Talk to the person who invited you today, and like I said, pray about it. It really is an amazing opportunity, and you get to be part of an awesome team. We love our team with Alyssa. We love that she's so encouraging, and even more than our success, she just wants to see us grow personally and to become the women that she knows that we are supposed to be and that we can be. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I'm going to open it up now for some questions if you have any questions. So 1 second. Hey, Karen. Oh, I can't hear you. Are you muted? There you are.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad.
Okay. I'm going to stop recording now, but just, okay, one.